So let's talk about To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, which I read last week. So this book is about a young girl. She's about 9. The book takes place over a couple years, so that's the average, I guess. So she's about 9. And she is growing up in rural Alabama. The book is completely from her perspective. She has an older brother, and her father are very important in her life. And basically, what's going on in the book is the first part of the book is just kind of about their antics that they get up to. They talk about some stuff that they play, and they talk about their neighbor, Boo Radley, who hasn't come out in years. And then they talk about their other neighbors, and it just kind of meanders on, and you get a real feel for the town and for the various prejudices in the town, and it's very much like there's a separation between the haves and the have-nots, and then there's the African American people, and it's very separated, and you get a very good feel for everything, which is a good setup for the next part of the book, which is really the part that everyone remembers, which is the courtroom, because you see, Scout's dad is a lawyer, and so he is called upon to defend a black man who has been accused of raping a white woman. So this is 1930s Alabama. You know how this is going to turn out. And Atticus, Scout's dad, knows how this is going to turn out too. But it's more about his willingness to do it. And so that's that. And then you get a little bit more about the town at the end, and kind of a tag of what Scout's learned, and you're done. The book is impeccably written. Everything is foreshadowing other things. There's a few things that I think could have been explained earlier on in the book that are explained in the middle of the trial, and it's like, well, you could have just said that before. But regardless, it's just very well done, and you can tell that it's well done. I think I appreciated it more this read around than I did when I read it in high school. I'm really not sure. Like, it's a good book to read in high school, and everybody does read it in high school around here. But I don't know. I appreciated it more this time for the writing aspect of it. It's just so well done. And you like the characters. They're all very good. Like, Scout is a very sweet sort of character. I like that she told it from the perspective of this young girl, because that adds some innocence to it, where it could probably get really heavy and just gross otherwise. So it's well done, and it's amazing. And yet, for some reason that I cannot identify, I would rather read so many other books that I have read before I read this one. I am well aware that To Kill a Mockingbird is so much better written than the Percy Jackson series, or The Invention of Hugo Cabret, or even Rebecca. But I would rather read those books than I would this one. And I want to explain why, but I'm not really sure. It's almost too perfect, maybe, or maybe it's just that Scout, though an interesting character, is not super compelling. Maybe it's that the book doesn't feel like it has much of a real point to it, though the meandering kind of episodes out of the life of Scout are interesting, and it never feels completely pointless. It just doesn't really have a climax, and it doesn't really feel like there's the whole rising action, falling action sort of thing. And maybe I like that better. I don't know. It's really strange, because I feel like I should really love this book. But I do like it, and I know that it's good. But I just don't love it like I do other books. I don't get attached to it like I do other books on this list. And that is a real confusion for me because, like, I feel like I should place it very highly on, my rankings. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to because I would rather read so many more of these books. So, To Kill a Mockingbird is a weird one. It's definitely worth reading and taking notes if you are a writer because dang, it's good at that. But I don't know. I would be interested to hear from someone who just absolutely loved this book with a passion because I would love to hear their perspective on it and what makes them love it so incredibly much. And so yeah, that's my little review of To Kill a Mockingbird. Super great book, but it just doesn't resonate with me like some other books on this list. But a book that I do get excited about because I've already started reading it a little bit is Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson, and that is the next one that I'm going to review. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. Bye!